We meet mid-siege on Blue Falls. There are several winged cavalry flapping overhead as the guards of Evervale, the Sworn, cough these incendiary rounds into the roofs and the flammable gables of Blue Falls. That is not where our party is, though. Our party has chased a would-be assassin or a tracker of some sort down some alleyways, through some windows, and into the Upflow Inn. The center of this inn has a large bubbling pool that is the source of a lot of the tropical fish that end up becoming the delicacy here in Blue Falls. This empty inn now is the home of this conflict. Smith, it is your turn. Ty, you are large right now, as you are Big Ty. Smith, there is a small fox nipping at your heels. Hasn't been able to attack or find any sort of purchase, but it is attacking you nonetheless. The top of the round, it is your turn.
Is this individual currently dodging?
They are.
Very well. I think what I'm going to do then is... Are they wearing... They are not wearing metal, you said, correct?
They are not wearing metal. I think it was padded. It's padded.
All right.
This quilted armor.
Okay then. I think what I'm going to do is... I'm still going to try, even though we'll be with disadvantage, a shocking grasp on them.
Okay.
That'd be a 12.
Okay, I have to roll something, or that is a hit? No.
Well, no, it's 12 against their AC.
12 does not hit against their AC.
I charge up my gloves, but the fox is kind of nipping at my heels, as you said, and I try and reach out, but I'm trying also not to get horribly wounded by this creature, so I'm also trying to get out of its way, and I'm just not able to grab this individual as my gauntlets dispel the lightning thunder.
As you go ahead, you go to grab, it does miss as it's able to dodge out of the way. Anything else on your turn, Smith?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. Big Ty, it's your turn.
I'm moving around this guy, and I'm going to try and get the fox. I'm not trying to leave that guy's threat range, though. But I am aiming for the other fox, because these foxes hurt a lot.
Are there drinks on the tables, by the way? I see there's a lot of the...
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. There is a lot of drinks and debris still around.
Now's not the time, Smith.
That was the big
Have a
time.
sip later.
Okay.
Seems like we're having some audio issues for the stream.
I'm having audio issues. In what
We're clipping.
way? We're clipping.
We all are?
Well, Myth is clipping badly. And we are close to everyone peaking.
Ooh, I love that. All right, maybe this will help. I am uncertain. Let me know, chat, if that's any better. I'll just lower everything a little bit. See if that's doing it. My microphone transfer over to the other computer has been really sensitive lately, and I'm not sure why, so maybe that'll do it. Okay. You went to attack with a 29, 17, and a 20, yes?
Yeah, on the fox.
Okay. That hits. I think all of those hit.
Cool. That is 25 bludgeoning. And oh, wait, no, I am big. I get 3d4 on that. What did I say? 25?
25 is 31.
Pick me out. Got it as fast as well.
You're getting slow, old man.
Is that better? Is audio better? I don't have chat open.
I think people are saying it sounds good.
Okay, cool. Thank you. All right, so you did 6 damage, yes?
Yeah.
31 total.
31 total, thank you. That... Okay, you hit this... The fox squirms with as it is pushed back a good amount, but not necessarily 5 feet, as you are able to beat it back a bit. And as it does look like it is limping now, as you did hurt it pretty bad. Anything else on your turn, Ty?
No, that is Big Ty.
That is Big Ty. Jet, it is your turn.
Okay. All right. I am going to trust them with this person in the center.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to move south, and I see this this creature to the west. I suppose I'm going to go ahead and bring out my crossbow and shoot it.
Okay.
Nothing fancy at the moment. I've spent a lot of spells at the moment, so
Sure.
I am just trying to be conservative now.
Yeah. That is a critical.
Natural 20,
That
a
is
very conservative shot.
Natural 20. Awesome. Okay, so you're going to be reducing its hit points or its AC by 1. You also get to do all of your damage. Is this is this a magical crossbow?
No, it is just a crossbow.
All right.
Okay, so 14 points of piercing damage.
How do you kill it? As you line up a shot, the perfect shot.
Did you say this creature is corporeal or no?
It is corporeal now. As you hit it, it will dissipate.
Oh, okay. In that case, the shot goes into its right flank. I suppose it's looking at Ty, and as it does, it just goes and it just bursts into a bluish flame.
Okay. Awesome. Varsha, it is anything else on your turn, Jet?
No, that's my turn.
All right. Varsha, you are up.
Okay, I am going to Booming Blade. Again, I don't want to go crazy with my spells because I think there's more after this.
Blue Blade cantrip? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Remind me, do we have advantage or disadvantage? I feel like we do.
You
Have
have
disadvantage?
disadvantage because I'm dodging.
Right, okay. Do I care? I don't think I care. I'm going to try it anyway.
Okay.
15?
15 does not hit as
Damn it.
sees that coming a mile away as they sort of dodge out of the way. The wings beat as if they were going to get hit, but maybe that was just enough for them to move out of the way and use a lot of that momentum to get out of the way of the strike as the sword passes by, glimmering with some void energy, holding a booming blade. Anything else?
Yeah, I am actually going to use a whatchamacallit. I almost said spell point, but that's not right. Sorcery point. No, I'm using a sorcery point to change a cantrip into a bonus action. So I'm going to do it again. I'm going to try one more time.
Sure.
Still at disadvantage though, right?
Disadvantage still.
17?
That hits.
Yes, perfect. So it does 11 damage, and then it does, I think it's 2d8, right? 10 more. And I'm going to change that to void damage. So it has to roll con save.
Okay, so you did how much damage total?
Whack. Help.
Does the second one count for dueling style? Yeah, okay. So 10, 12, 21, 31.
Thank you. That was actually easy. I probably could have done it. But 10 of it is void damage.
10 of it is void damage. I did fail. So what does it look like?
Yes! Finally! Oh boy.
So for those of you who are like, what's the big
Yes.
deal? Void damage is something that PB and I wrote about last week, week and a half ago. So void damage, every 10 or every batch of 10 void damage, I would need to roll, or the target would need to roll a Constitution save, DC 10. And if I roll lower than that, then I take a point of exhaustion. So I would be taking a point of exhaustion here. But
That's
what does
right.
that look like?
It looks like we're going to go entropy, baby.
Okay.
So I think we see a lot of that kind of black magic, that black smoky magic that matches what we've seen Brother Sykes do so far. And it kind of dances over the skin and maybe looks like it gets absorbed into the skin. And for just a second, we see him age like 10 years, and like his skin sags a little bit, and we see wrinkles and, you know, bags under his eyes for just a second, and then he is now suffering a point of exhaustion.
But it still is booming bladed,
yeah, bitch.
correct, right?
Yes.
So yeah, I think this entropy flames stay on him as just like as they lick. I think also wrinkles and sag in the face, and their features start to then
Thank you.
change as well and distort. Sweet. Okay. Cool. Anything else?
No, that is it.
Awesome. So it is going to be on their turn now. Unfortunately, this is just. I don't. First thing, well, oh boy, how do I do this? So I'm just trying to think about tactics and what this character would do, because as much as I will leave it up to the dice. That's not good. All right. Is going to run or try to, I think in this feeling of exhaustion, they were already pretty tired as it was, but now almost like something has taken root into the psyche of this creature, of this person that is, could be affecting how they think and their strategy and their tactics. They're going to try to break away and flee. Which means you three have attacks of opportunity.
Yep. Okay.
No disadvantage this time.
Do I take it? Yes, I take it.
This person's going to spin, and as they do, their skeletal wings are going to try to find purchase on anything nearby, maybe a table or maybe even Ty's shoulder, as it tries to swim through all of you to get out of this area. I think a large leap, especially with the leverage of these wings beating, trying to give them a bit of a large hop out of this area, but you all still get that attack for opportunity. That 30 hits, that 19 hits as well.
All right. That'll be for 6 piercing for me.
Sure.
1 second. So booming blade is not concentration. Is that correct? Am I reading this correctly?
If it doesn't say it, then
It says duration. Yeah. So
Yeah, it's
does
not
that mean it stacks? So if I were to do it right now, does he get hit twice with 2 different booming blades? That can't be right, right?
No, it doesn't.
yeah, that'd be nuts.
But if
I don't think
2
so.
other people, like if I were to do it and somebody else were to do it?
I think that is correct, but
Yeah,
I
okay.
don't think
That way
you
The
can
same person can do
individually.
it.
Yeah.
do it more than once. Okay.
But they do take
Some
booming blade
obscure
damage.
rule in the spells section, I think.
Okay, just double checking. I can still do the initial attack, right? It's just the movement damage doesn't stack. I assume.
Correct.
Okay, thank you. Sorry. Okay, so I have Warcaster, which allows me to, when an op attack happens, I can use my reaction to cast a spell rather than making an op attack.
Cool.
So I'm going to do Booming Blade again.
Cool.
And no disadvantage, right?
Wait. Yes. No disadvantage.
Okay. Was I waiting for something else?
Nope, you're good. I was
Okay.
thinking of something in my head.
19?
19 hits.
So it does 13,
15.
15, and then 8.
This is lethal
14?
damage?
13?
23.
Yeah, I'm assuming this is all lethal.
Yes.
How do you kill
wait.
this?
We didn't talk about saving this guy, did we? I don't think we did.
No.
Nope,
I was
yep,
just
I
double
kill him.
checking.
I was
Okay.
trying not to kill him,
I'm sorry.
but I don't know if any of you
Yeah.
would know that.
So
I
as
might
you
know that.
as you go to attack, as
Oh,
this
yeah,
thing
you might know
as this
that.
person
Yeah.
starts to leap through the area and try to escape away from you, almost in this frenzied panic, you, Varsha, what do you do to stop them?
Can I think I would know that Ty
Spells are
was
always
trying-
lethal.
Oh, it's lethal. Never mind. Thank you.
Oh, is it?
Unless it's a melee attack spell, like
Which it is.
Shocking Grasp, it's always lethal.
Or booming blade.
Is Booming Blade always lethal?
Did you roll to attack with it? In which case, yes. It's not always lethal. It's if you did, okay, then you're
Okay.
fine.
Oh, okay. Can I just roll and see if I would get this from
of
Ty?
course. Yeah, sure.
All right. Above 10.
Also cast a
Insane.
spell, so you need to do an Arcana check.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
So just to make it easier, you do not need to roll Arcana checks if you are rolling to hit or something. Because if you can critically fail, you don't need
Okay,
to.
then that
so-
counts. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I rolled a 12, so it's non-lethal damage.
Okay. So tell me how you defeat them in this case. They will not be dead, but
I
tell me how
think they
you...
just get because I'm using void damage now, and the booming blade is kind of this gravitational pull attack. I think he just kind of, and he's got the exhaustion on him. I think when I go in to do this booming blade, I think I just bring him to his knees, and he's breathing ragged. He's very, and he just can't run.
Their eyes start to go from this dark, this visage of dread that we were rolling for and trying to overcome. That starts to fade away into this face of panic. The wings of spectral bone start to then just sag limp onto the floor behind as they are now on the ground in this penance, looking up at you. I think leaning back on their knees as if there's like a blade to their throat. And of
Do you
course,
have any
that is
weapons on him?
sparking with this weird void energy. Do they have any weapons on them? They have a short bow and a scimitar. Their scimitar.
Kick them away from him.
Yeah, I think they had the short bow out and the scimitar, and they were probably using that to dodge and such. But yeah, you're able to they easily drop that.
Time to yield, mate.
I yield. I yield.
Ty, do you have questions for him?
I look at Jet.
Alright, drop this, can ya?
Oh yes, of course. You see Violet fly towards Ty, fly around him once, twice. As she does, by the 6th or 7th time, you realize that some white powder glittering in the air starts to come out of the corked vial. And if you are focusing on Violet, well, Ty is now his normal size again, and Violet returns to me.
Thank God for that.
Okay.
Please.
All right.
You have to hurry. We don't have time to do this for very
Yeah,
long.
who'd you work for? I'd tread on his chin. Make it really difficult for him to talk.
Rolfie. They hired me.
Okay, perfect. At least we know we weren't killing a
Who are
friend.
you trying to kill?
Hold on, let me quickly give you the right answers here. I may have. Notes. There we go. He says, Trellinus. He doesn't say, he says, the sworn, and then he sort of, I guess, audibly scratches that out. So, Trellinus. Which I think you would know. Anyone, does anyone have any
Someone you
history with
recognize?
Wyvern? Yeah.
No.
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 Okay. Trellinus.
Who's that?
The mayor of Wyvern.
Who are you here to kill?
Looks over at you. Twin Shields. I was hired
Why?
to track and find the information of the... Any notes of the wizard bitch who made these sails.
I'm gonna bend down and look him right in the eye.
Are you gonna kill me?
I
Say
tense
that
up because I'm
again.
pretty sure he's gonna kill him.
Say what again? Who I'm here to find?
Call her that again.
Spits in your face.
Just kind of let it roll down my cheek.
Do it.
No. I'm going to make sure that this little attack that you have here fails. And then we're going to come back and we're going to give you to the town and let them decide your fate. Until then, you're going to answer me very clearly and concisely. You understand?
Yes. I understand.
Where is the rest of the sworn army?
The sworn army, I don't know. I was hired from Trader's Reach to help with this. The Wyvern
Who hired you?
forces were trailing us. The Wyvern forces were supposed to swarm and take Blue Falls while I find these plans with these notes. Apparently this Rolthane of Evervale needs them.
For what?
Looks over at you. I'm not entirely sure. They mentioned something about repairs of something, a wheel.
I'm going to put a foot on their ankle. You understand, we have to make sure you don't go anywhere. Going to break their ankle.
Sure. Give me a strength with advantage or athletics with advantage.
$17.
Takes a little bit of force than you wanted it to.
Oh, God.
I think you are able to move your sabaton under. I think you step and it's in pain. Of course, as the screams sort of ring out through here, and then with some slight artificer adjustment and your crafty brain, I think you take an empty mug nearby, empty it, and put it under as some sort of fulcrum, and then that's what you use to snap
fuck.
the ankle of this
assailant.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and start tying them up.
Keep his hands apart. Tuck some rope in his mouth and all. Mouthy little git.
Write a note.
There's tears now running down his face. The wings are still sort of sagged, or maybe like a much like a wounded snake. They're sort of just bundled up towards the back of this figure, as they're still on their knees. An ankle is now twisted obscurely as they are now sort of whimpering into this rope that has now been bound around him. And
Yeah, I'm gonna bind the wings as well.
yeah.
GM.
Mm-hmm.
Can we just say that Martha walks in at exactly this moment?
Okay.
We ran off, so she was probably just trying to catch up with us. We did bring Martha with us.
Martha is around here somewhere, and I think she, yes, sure, yes.
Martha!
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
You stay here with him.
I was waiting. I was
I
like,
was
is she
getting
gonna do it? Yeah, she.
Stay in here. Keep him tied up. If anything happens, just get out of here.
Shouldn't be any trouble. We got to haul ass. Let's go.
All right, yeah.
All right, hang on 1 second.
Stay right where you are.
I take out the communication stone that I have with Matazar.
Mm-hmm.
I speak into it and say,
Hello?
Matazar,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. Hello, Ty. I've been watching. It seems as if there is several forces making their way up the switchbacks now. The defenses are doing well, but there is several battering rams also making its way up. There are several. There's been one of the griffins have fled to not sure where to get more reinforcements or something, but the cavalry is still wreaking havoc upon the.
At this moment, a large cough of smoke blows through one of the weakened points of this building. Slag sort of fires through nearby.
Fucking hell.
They're doing quite a number on the town.
Right, I need a resplendent-looking noble. Cocky-looking guy, swanning around. Nice-looking armor.
Very well. I will
Where
look.
is he?
Looking now.
I move to the others and then start heading towards the exit.
Okay.
It wasn't the window we climbed in, but the actual...
Sure, the actual exit. You open up the
think
doors.
That was
Sorry?
by the door
Okay.
already.
You make your way toward the exit or the entrance, the main entrance of this building. Outside, there are large groups of people fighting what you would assume, would be the Wyvern forces. They have made their way up and into the large gate at the top of this, up at the top of the switchbacks. There are several riots sort of happening here as the townsfolk, not necessarily defenseless townsfolk. They do have a background in either adventuring or smuggling or some such. They do know their way to Blue Falls, whether it's through the wanderings or however, but they are defending themselves quite nicely, but they could use your help. There is also, of course, up above, ahead, there is the griffins that are flying around as well. There is, of course, these, every once in a while you hear this cacophony of black powder as it's starting to ignite, and there is a haze of dark gray smoke that is now filling the streets as well. You do see several of these Wyvern forces. Ty, you would not recognize them as Wyvern, but everybody else, these forces that don't seem to be Evervalian, as they are pushing through and attacking. There is it's barbaric riot here in the streets of Blue Falls. Up above, there is still, you start to see, like I said, that dark gray smoke is now billowing and turning into a blue smoke, signifying that there is some sort of, there are fires happening, whether it's through the chimneys or on some of these thatched roofs, as the gables of Blue Falls are igniting as well. Your choice here is where you would like to go next. I'm sorry, I just gotta scroll up here. You've got fires on the buildings from these Griffin Riders. And we also have the massacre, or then I should say massacre, but the riots that are happening and the looting that is happening here in the streets of Blue Falls. If the streets are cleared, then that does still sort of save, or that would not help the fires being the fires from catching other buildings on fire. And also, if you go and stop the Griffins, that may not help the streets, or the slaughtering in the streets.
I have one quick question.
Mm-hmm.
The Twin Shields.
Yes.
Is the adventuring guild that works out of Blue Falls. Were they the same people that were drinking from the flask that I had? Brakida's.
One of them was,
Yes,
yeah.
Brakida was.
Yep.
Was part of it.
Yes.
Okay. And was that the name of the group with the flask? Why didn't I write that down? Or was that the group? I had
Scars.
Scars flask.
Yep. And
That had the
yes,
it was Blue Falls whiskey.
Blue Falls whiskey.
It seemed like okay, so it was the Twin Shields. Brakida was one of them.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I'm just checking. Okay.
Brakida was
this
really
point,
good friends with Scars.
Yeah. I just wanted to check that was the same guild.
Yep. That's the same.
That he
That's the
mentioned.
same group. Yep. There's Scars and Twin Shields, all the same. Twin Shields are the adventuring group that then, just a slight history of Blue Falls. They are the adventuring group that filled the caverns below and created this upflow, probably because of some sort of side effect of another adventure that they completed. But in that completion of the adventure, they then took the real estate of Blue Falls and started to create the settlement and this town as trade post of Blue Falls. And they are now the once adventurers, now governing force of Blue Falls. But that is also who this the person at the inn that was attacking this Aasimar. They were looking to assassinate, capture, and also find the notes about Selray's stuff.
Does Smith have a long-range weapon? Am I crazy?
Magic.
Yes.
He shoots a spear
No, I have a lightning launcher
and a lightning rod.
I take out two
and a
bolts
light crossbow.
from my pocket. I pop one and drink it, and that's to heal for 9 points.
Okay.
I take off my longbow and then hold up the other potion, which is to fly, and I look over at Smith and say, "How about me and you go up there, try and deal with them, and then you two try and help out with that." And I point towards the kind of chaos raid pillaging element.
Let's go.
I pop the second bottle. It gives me a flight speed of 10 feet, which is probably not fast enough to go Superman flying after griffins, but my intention is to just fly up and just become a turret. I'm going to use my bow to try and thin out the griffins here because they're just doing too much damage.
Yeah, okay, cool.
So, Ty, as you take the second bottle, you notice that it's almost as if your skin looks like it takes upon a bit of almost like a waxy sheen to it. Like there's like an extra layer of skin on top of your skin. You don't know where it's from, but it almost seems to grow out of your pores into this layer.
Uh-oh. Is it supposed to do that?
And it then begins to harden and then settle into your skin. And you move around your body and it feels normal. You now have 2d6 plus 3 temporary hit points from restorative reagents from drinking my potion. From now on, all of my potions will give you 2d6 plus 3, no matter what they are, on top of what they do.
Insane and sick.
From now on, or during this duration?
From now on, all my potions will do 2d6 plus 3 temporary hit points.
Ooh, mama.
So you want to roll 2d6 plus 3 twice. So you take the highest because you just took 2 of my potions. So whichever one's the highest number is how much you have.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Dope.
13 temporary hit points, 9 heal to my actual HP. I'm almost at full. Plus 13. Yeah, and then I think there's a moment where I kind of do like a cartoonish, like get my bearings of how I can fly when my legs lift off the ground, and I kind of just and then kind of get used to it, and then just start lifting myself upwards and taking arrows out, and I just shout down to the other two, "Good luck! Stay within sight range."
Yeah, I'm kind of waiting for us to get in position before I take the potion. Jed had mentioned that it was pretty slow.
Okay.
And I still have Long Strider going, so... actually, that should stack with the flight. Target speed increases by 10. So I should be able to move 20 feet of flying. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna start running. I'm gonna start running towards the switchback, and I'll yell back to Varsha. Make sure you take care of yourself.
I will.
Let's go, Ty.
Okay. So it is Ty and Smith are going to disappear into the clouds above and see what they can do with this. Getting some weird beeps from my computer. Okay. Perfect. All right. So, as you two hear the crowds around you start to roar, and the Wyvern forces are attacking the people here in Blue Falls, what do you do?
Okay. We're going after... I told us who to strike, correct? Just the people around town. Do I notice anybody that looks like a leader of sorts? Or anybody that looks like they might be, boss fight?
Sure, make an investigation.
Yeah. Oh, God, I'm bad at that. Jet, can you help me?
Sure. Okay.
Okay. I'm so bad at it. Maybe you should do it instead.
I see.
So bad at it.
And then I can help you.
Yeah, and then I can help you.
Okay.
Yeah.
22.
Oh, bless. Mwah.
Okay. 22. You look around and you see there is as you're sort of peering through, you see a lot of the Wyvern forces attacking a lot of the Blue Falls civilians, but you also see just up ahead, it looks like a shiny armored noble. The reason why I say that
one.
Yeah, is because they are wearing a large feather in their helmet.
That fucker right there.
And actually, their helmet has a. They don't have a helmet. They have a metal band on, like a metal circlet, but it has a feather coming out of it. But they do have a cuirass and some sort of bandaged plate metal or half plate that they're sort of walking around with.
Do they look like a noble that doesn't know what they're doing?
Yes.
Or do they... Oh.
And they have an entourage with them that is sort of like as if that were their bodyguards who is doing a lot of the fighting for them. It looks like they're here to raise morale, more than fighting.
If we kill them, it would lower the morale, maybe, potentially. However, does there look like there's anybody that does know what they're doing?
There are, he's got 6, like, entourage, like, hired
So
hands.
basically, if we engage this guy, we can engage them as well. Awesome.
Yeah.
That seems very dangerous, but I don't think Varsha understands, so I'm going to go in. However,
Okay.
I have a really random question for you.
Sure.
I bet they aren't expect a flying Varsha. If I take the flying potion and I fly at this guy, do I get advantage on this first attack, or can I knock him off his horse or anything crazy, or should I save this potion?
Yeah, I'll let you have advantage. You'll have a
Fuck
surprise
yeah.
round.
Yeah,
If you
I
want.
want that because
Okay.
it's insane, and I just think it's hysterical to see a flying
yeah, just out of
armored
nowhere.
bitch just be like
Clang into
like-
this guy. Yeah.
Exactly. Yep, that's what I want to do.
Don't forget your other potion as well.
Oh yeah, I'll pop both of them.
Okay.
1 extra AC since we're going in just the 2 of us. We got this, right, Jet?
What?
Right.
We're going for him.
Okay.
Let's go. And then I pop my potions and go.
Okay.
Woo!
This fight, I do not have a map for, so this is going to be theater of the
I
mind
don't-
for us.
Woo!
So
That
as
means we could actually die. I'm okay with that.
yeah, that's it. If we had a map, you wouldn't die.
Your character.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Your
if you die in the
character.
game, you die in real life, Whack.
Right. We all know that.
So you mean I don't have to wear this Nev gear? Okay.
So, as you are going in to make this attack,
Yes.
what are you doing? So, what attack are you making? You have advantage,
Uh-huh.
and then
I'm
Jet, you also have an action here before we do initiatives.
Okay. I suppose I will. I'll hold my action for Vasha to make the first attack.
This is madness. This is absolute madness, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna use Varsha's lance. So I'm gonna fly in and I'm gonna lance this fucker.
What does that look like? Have you ever used Marsh's Lance?
I have used it once before, but I think now it would look a little bit different because it's using void magic. So I think we see again that kind of thick, milky-ish smoke come up that's similar to Brother Sykes that we've seen before. However, it's got like stars and galactic kind of look to it, and it forms into this lance. And then the lance is made out of constellations because that's fucking awesome. And then I just shoot it and hopefully hit him with advantage. Please, for the love of God, this would be so awesome.
Well, you do have advantage, so that's the good news. Whether or not you hit him, I'm not sure.
Oh, sorry, what? Hold
the
on.
target needs to make a saving throw.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm looking up something. Okay, attacker's making a saving throw with this.
Yeah, intelligence saving throw. Can this be at disadvantage? Instead
Yeah,
of my
because you
attack
can't have
being an
advantage. Yeah, I got
Okay. Awesome.
I rolled a 9.
Okay, it fails.
Intelligence, you said? I'm sorry, it was a 10.
Yes. Still fails.
Mm-hmm.
28 damage.
28 damage. What are the things? What happens here?
And it's
Missionary lance.
incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
28?
Yeah, that's
wow.
right.
There's a level 4 spell.
Wow.
That'll do it.
Yep. Can I change this to void damage so he has to roll for exhaustion twice?
Yeah.
Fuck!
Wait, what? This is what damage
Corby
was it
broke
first?
this.
It
It
was.
was 28.
It was 28. What damage though?
I
What
don't think
kind?
it's-
It was psychic.
hold on.
Okay. You want to
Yeah,
change it
psychic.
to void?
Yeah.
That is a.
Please fail twice.
I failed
Come on.
twice.
Yes! Zoom! Twice, motherfucker!
Also, do not forget your 2d6 plus 3 temporary hit points for the potion.
Oh yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Sorry, 2d6 plus 3?
Correct.
Okay, so this constellation type lance launches into the creature. But you also sort of did a tackle move with it? Is that what's
I think
happening
it's
here?
actually
Or are
going to
you
be
just
the lance
flying
that
and then
does
launch this?
I was going to fly
like
and
a-
try to knock
like a
him off,
goddess.
but the
Okay.
lance does it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you sort of
I
woof
get
into
on
the
his
air
horse?
and he doesn't have a horse. He's just
Okay.
trouncing through
He
like
was
a
just
proud
trancing
peacock.
around. Okay, like
Yeah.
a second. All right.
Uh-huh.
Got it. I
as-
lance him, hits him on the ground, and he takes 2 points of exhaustion and is incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
Sure, like a knockdown in any New Age MMO that flies back 15 feet or so,
Yeah.
and lands onto the ground.
I like the idea that we can still see the spear in him.
Yeah, there's
Like this
still
constellation
this
sphere
constellation
because
connect
he's
the dots of
incapacitated.
spears.
Yep.
Yeah, it's still there. It's sort of pulsing, keeping them incapacitated.
You see the like stars lighting up kind of in a row or something. Ah, cool.
And they are probably about what's the range of this from you? This is 120 feet.
can
Yeah,
go
they're about
120 feet, yeah.
they're about 50 feet away from you through a crowd. So I think you went up into the air to get this shot over a crowd of people, and then we're able to shoot this. Ty,
I'm in love
sorry,
with her. Please don't die this episode, Marsha.
Jet, it's your turn. I like how you said this.
Okay. So, I have to think here.
You have all the time in the world. It's a surprise round. And then they get to attack.
Right. I mean, so Vasha, usually your attacks are melee, right? With your sword, correct?
But she just opened up flying with a ranged attack, so that's
Yes.
All right.
that throws things off.
Yes. However, I think that before, I don't know if you're going to look behind to say, did you see that or whatever, but if you did, you'll
Oh,
see
for sure.
Violet flying straight towards you. I think that what's going to happen is that a shiny needle is going to emerge from the center of the cork of Violet. Violet's fluid is going to change from that violet hue into a bubbling red, and it's going to just find its way into a gap underneath your shoulder, and where your plate shoulder meets the arm, and it's going to get stuck in your arm, and you're going to notice that your whole body starts to your muscles start to cord up, and you start to feel bigger and bigger until I've roided you up. You're now big. You're big Vasha.
Yes, big Vasha. Hell yeah. So large, or I'm big
Do
Vasha.
I have a big? No, that's not a big. That's a tiny
That's a
version.
tiny voice. That's tiny Vasha. So yeah, I think in this, I think in this moment, Violet flies in the air and corkscrews towards you. A small needle, bink, shoots out of the cork in their like face, and then injects you with this grow potion.
A grotion, if
A
you will.
grotion, if you will. Thank you.
Right.
As you grow in size. Okay. Anything else on your turn, Jet? Is
That's my turn, yes.
that's your whole turn? Okay. Okay. Why don't you two give me initiative?
Yes.
Okay.
And I will track this on a separate sheet.
12.
9.
Okay.
While we wait, look at my D&D mug. I love it so much.
Oh, that is sweet. Look at mine. Mine says this really dungeons my dragons. Okay, so as we see this happen, we are going to swap scenes over to
Good luck.
Good luck, says the guy in the beginning of the Star Fox game. As you now are,
Oh my god. He's figured out how to do elevation.
I have leveled up. I have
The madman.
figured it out, I think. We'll see how much I have figured out and if this is even going to work. But, like I said in the beginning of the episode, you are all DMs and you can help me. Because I don't know what I'm doing here. So these, I'm going to just move if I can. Oh, I am on the wrong layer. So you two are probably going to be over here because it's probably over here because it's a little bit easier to see. Just for the map wise. And these griffins are going to be here, so we can see them as well. So this is going to be interesting because we're going to have to count the two-dimensional isometric map as well as the height of these griffins. Is that easier to see? No. Perfect. I love that. Okay, so these griffins are flying overhead. There is actually, let me make this a little bit more where they are. This one I'm going to have over here. I would like to transform this so he's flying like this. I want this one, I think, in this direction, flying toward you, and this one will be over here.
I do not have control over my token, by the way.
Thank you. Let me do that. I think I just dropped these. Yeah, I just dropped them and didn't do anything else. Okay, so Ty, you and Smith should be able to move your tokens around.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So, what are you doing to start this off? Ty, you've floated into the air, correct?
Correct. I'll float up as high as I can.
Which is?
Maybe not as high as I can. How long does this potion, did he say it would last?
10 minutes.
10 minutes? Yeah, I'll float up as high as I can.
Yeah, if that is the case, I will do the same.
Okay, Ty, you fly as high as... Oh, golly, we can't see shit from there. As high as you can.
I'm fly Ty now.
Big fly.
Big fly.
Marty McFly.
That's
Mark Ty.
Mark Ty, damn it. I was about to say that. For the sake of
Smith,
time, let's
do
say
not
this
forget
is...
your temporary hit points.
Where did they come from? I just had a fly potion, I thought.
Yes, from my fly potion. All my potions I give you from now on will give you this.
Everyone's potion. Okay, that was just a time.
And how much was it?
2d6 plus 3.
I remember this thing that Mortis used to have. It's dope.
Got it.
My healing potions
Thank
did so
you,
much.
Jet.
I didn't realize they were temporary. I broke the game. All right, here we go. This is where we will start this combat. I'm going to blow you up a bit so it's a little easier to see. You both. From my angle, but on the screen, we can't see you at all.
I'm assuming we're rolling initiative.
Okay, so...
The initiative.
Ha ha ha! We haven't rolled initiative yet. It's up to you still. There is still one that is swooping nearby, and these three that are below you from this point of view are... they're coming off of one of these, like, bombing runs, I should say. Flames are licking up from the nearby spell sails as well, which are what you are looking at from this angle. Those are the spell sails. Those are the cranks of windmill that harvest the arcane energy from the Spellwind. They are usually blowing and twisting and turning anti-windward. But it's you're up. You can start this combat however you like. I'm going to do the same thing with you that we did with the others. You have a free round to initiate this combat if you like.
I fire an arrow at the closest one.
Okay.
That's all I'm doing. I float upwards, I get an idea of where they are. I shout over to Smith, let's just focus on one at a time. And then knock an arrow.
I will ready my lightning launcher and fire at the one that I see Ty fire at. So I'm just kind of getting myself ready for when Ty attacks.
Sure. There is
Two
my...
arrows to the whatever closest one is near me. 21 and a 13.
Attacking the griffin or the griffin rider?
The griffins, when we dispatched of the riders before, didn't immediately turn on us, did they? We were able to just
No,
like
you were
claim
able to claim them.
So I'll aim for the rider, I think. I'm a TIE fighter.
Okay. Yep, you are. I was
You're
very,
waiting on that one, haven't you?
I was also waiting on that. I was like, at some point this is going to happen. Yeah. But you have to go "Ah," when you're running by. Yeah, exactly.
Just the worst noise.
The-
ever.
the-
I'm
the
not gonna
worst
attempt
noise.
it with my sore throat. It will probably bring it back.
It may work. Okay, so you are attacking the rider, correct?
I'm so tempted to try just to see how bad I will screw it up.
Well, you
Seen a guy
can't.
on
You can't
TikTok that
screw up.
does it.
You can't screw up a
It's
TIE
the
fighter
best.
noise. It's the best. It is your 21 hits. Your
Cool.
13 does not.
Yeah, then an arrow sails past his head, and then another lands on target. As soon as he looks over to me, I just do this to him. Try and like piss him off.
All right.
I'm literally trying to
Yeah, to
goad
do a
them
taunting.
to stop the bombing run, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And to focus on us.
Smith, anything for you?
I'm still waiting on Ty to fire. I said, mark a target.
Oh, he did.
I think there's one with an arrow sticking
Okay.
out.
Yeah,
He shot
then-
a rider and then sailed,
yeah,
and
yeah.
one sailed.
So then
The one
I
that's the
will.
closest to us, which I assume is this one, but elevation might mess with it. So I'm aiming
Yeah.
for whichever one is closest to
Yeah.
Smith. Which
the
then
one
I
that is-
will,
Bigger is going to be closer to you, which I should move actually. So,
So
that
we're
makes more sense.
gonna do a few lightning launcher attacks. Let's see. That was
Actually, I think the sizing thing may be a little confusing. Let me just go ahead and make it.
So this should be 2 attacks and 1 free bit of damage if I hit. Okay. So yeah, 2 lightning launcher attacks. 16 because I don't have advantage unless we do because we're higher up.
You have advantage. Yeah, for this round.
Okay. So then the first one was a 23 then for 5 lightning damage, and then second attack 27, and then a free bit of damage, which should be an extra 1d6. Yeah, I think so. Extra 1d6. Yep. Okay, so 16 lightning damage.
Okay, one moment. I'm adjusting logistics for the map.
He's adjusting his tongue.
That's right.
Just like that.
All right.
Okay, so you did how much?
That would be
16
16, yes.
lightning
Yep,
towards the rider.
correct.
Okay, as lightning arcs through the air and makes contact with the rider closest to you, which I have now deemed as 1. I think you should be able to see them. That's all right, whatever. That is 1. And as you do a shit ton of lightning damage. Okay, cool. Go ahead and give me initiatives now that we start to head into... I need to clear this board.
13 for me.
5 for me.
I'll just re-roll it and I'll do it again.
I have to just add my turns.
I think the roll 20 is locked as well, Myth.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Ty, if you can add your... Oh my god. Hold on. Oh my god. There you are, okay. And then adjust it that way while I fix the turns. The rolling on the thing. Okay. You had a 25?
Yep.
Dope.
I did it way back at the beginning.
Okay, top of the round. Ty, it is your turn again.
Another 2 arrows let loose. Same target.
Wowee. Okay.
Do you have
29.
advantage?
You do not have advantage this round
Okay.
because they are alert.
So, I don't know how much damage that is.
30.
30 damage.
Same
I assume
rider.
24 is a hit.
24 hits, yeah.
Yeah. 30 damage.
2 arrows. Into the same griffin rider.
Wow. Okay. 3 arrows stick into the Griffin Rider as they sort of lean back for a bit with a lot of forces sort of like let go. Their stirrups, I think, are still holding them up. If they didn't have these stirrups that are latched into the saddle, I think they probably would have slumped and fallen off. They sort of regain their composure and continue. But anything else on your turn?
Nope, that's it for me.
Okay, so 2's turn, which is this one here, is... Where's our movement? 80 feet. Again, remember that time in school where you're like, what the hell, when am I ever going to use a hypotenuse? Well, now's the time. This is... Figure out what the hell...
I still don't use it during D&D. You just get what you're given.
That's what I'm going to be doing, I think. This is from here. There's 48. I don't know how much that is. I am going to... 55, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 80 feet, yeah, I'll be able to make it. So, this one... going to make its way up to here. And attack you, and I will fix these sticks. Why don't I have a chance? Can I just do this? That'll help me for now, and I'll just use the same stick, the same height as Ty's. Okay, because I'm not about to copy and paste every one of those. Okay, so this thing is going to, this griffin rides up to you. It's going to try to grab you out of the air. It has these talons in its front claws. I'm going to need you to make an... It would be a dexterity saving throw. would assume. I rolled a 16. Okay, so as this thing goes and swipes to grab you, you're able to bat away at its claws as it dives towards you. It doesn't necessarily dive, but it does sort of climb because it has to climb up the altitude to get to you. And that was enough of a telegraph for you to be able to see what it's doing. It goes to grab and misses. I don't think it can do anything else on its turn. Oh, it can. It's going to go ahead and try to bite you with its beak as it makes its way towards you. It misses, though, with an 11. Okay. Then I have this one that needs to now move.
Just as a reminder, 10 minutes is 60 rounds.
Mm-hmm. That's for your
flight potion.
Yeah, you got plenty of time, unless you're going to war of attrition these guys. This 80 feet, I'm not about to do the math here, but someone in YouTube will be like, actually, they shouldn't have moved as far as they did.
Oh yeah, someone will tell you in 6 months from now, which will be really
It'll be really helpful.
Just the most vile way to say it as well.
Right.
You fucking moron.
What are you, stupid? The guy doesn't even know how to run a complete stream and multitask.
What are you
all these
trying
different
to
things and
produce a game and you can't even figure out the basic math required to...
I love this show, and I've watched all 68 episodes. I really just can't handle.
That's my favorite. Okay, so this one's going to come in as well.
Sorry, guys, but how did you not know?
I'm sorry to say this, but I love the show, but wow, you're stupid. What? Okay,
you guys are
so
the worst people I've ever seen.
this one is going to be... this one is actually... He's going to fire the shotgun. They're going to fly up close and try to launch the shotgun toward you. And
It has a fucking shotgun.
yeah, it's with incendiary rounds. That's how it's been lighting up these these buildings. As it tries to cough fire onto you with a 16.
A 16 is a hit. That's my AC.
That is a hit. Of course, it's 1d8, and I've lost my 1d8. Give me a sec.
Myth literally spinning plates.
I am literally...
That is what it's like, man. I think a lot of like the people that do comment as well don't realize that Myth is also running all of the production you see going. You know, like a lot of people just comment thinking, yeah, I DM for my group every 6 months.
Can I get someone to roll a d8?
And I know the rules.
Yep, I'm
and
on
it's
it.
like, yeah, but
Yep,
also
go ahead, Whack.
have you ever...
Literally just thinking we can help with that.
Thank you.
I take it back. I don't know where my dice are.
Sweet.
Okay, I'm going right now. I'm
Thank
doing
you.
it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. 6.
All right, 6. They take 6 bludgeoning and 2 fire. So 8 total as it sort of coughs into your direction. It's also a cone, so I have to actually roll to see if it's... There you got one, thank you. I wish, if only you can just prop past that to me, that would be great. Yeah, so go ahead, and I don't have one.
Another one?
No, I am going to, that's the wrong dice. Roll this one for the other. And missed. Okay. So that's their turn. This one is really far. But can totally make it. Tactics. This one's going to climb. As it moves. I go to here. All right, that's going to be its movement. Smith, your turn. There are 2 griffins real close to you. One of them is engaged in some sort of melee with Ty.
Which was their first mistake.
Which was likely their first mistake. And another one starts to climb in the background, gaining some altitude. One is still pretty low and hasn't been able to act yet.
Are these riders wearing any metal?
These riders, I think, are wearing metal. Let me double check, though. Yes, they're wearing half plate. Resplendent in all of their Evervalian glory.
Just wondering what my options are here.
Well, heat metal we know is one of them.
All right. I think what we're gonna do then is, I think we're gonna try something new, aren't we? Yeah. Why don't we go ahead and
Whoops.
there's 2 that are close. There's one down below. I'm going to aim for the one that's on the left there, Ty.
That's the one that is just not engaged with Ty, but that's the one that has the gun out, and they just blasted in your direction.
Yeah. I think what you're going to see here then is I begin to move my hands opposite each other with the palms touching, and then I begin to slowly rotate them back and forth. And as I do, you can see tendrils of lightning connecting from each of my fingertips, arcing stronger and stronger, and I pull apart my hands quickly, and a crackling ball, chromatic orb forms in between my 2 hands, and I take aim and, like I'm pitching a baseball, throw it as hard as I can at the griffin here on the left.
Okay. What? Oh, no. I just deleted a bunch of turns. Okay. Do I have to roll anything?
No, I have to roll to see if I hit. And let's see. I think we're going to go ahead and do this at... Let's try this at level 2. Why not? That is a 16 to hit the rider.
That glances off the armor and just sort of disperses into the air. Does it do anything else on a miss?
I do not believe so, but let me double check.
You were at 25.
Nope. It just does a lot more damage if I hit.
Can I be cheeky and shout something at Smith?
Yeah.
From nearby, but still floating up in the air, I literally just watch this happen and see it miss, and then I say, "Can you do that again?"
And I look at him and I say, "Yeah!" And,
I wink at you, and then I start
Oh my gosh.
preparing something else.
happening?
Sorry. I pressed Control V. Now there's so many things.
Okay. Yeah, I think, I think that'll be it for my turn for now.
You said, can you do that again? And you gave him a cheeky wink?
Yeah.
Cool. I have no idea what that means. All right, exciting. Okay. I need to add 2 needs to be back on the menu. And 1 needs to be back on the menu.
Can't believe I rolled a fucking 8 on that. I got a +8. Come on.
Wow. I don't remember what their rolls were. I think one was a 12. That's a 20. That's 123. And the other one was an 8, I think.
Why don't you just draw a line and put the number next to it?
Yeah. Okay, so, nope. My brain cannot compute. I'm fine right now with this one. Okay, so that was... Shitballs, I gotta... Descending. That was Smith. And then 1 has to go. Because 1 didn't yet. 1, which is this one down here, is going to turn and make its way back to, I think, doing another bombing run, or maybe it's... Yes. This one is off in this direction as it... Thought this would be easy, but these sticks do not make it easy. As it dives in a... as it dives and gets closer and farther away, closer to the ground, but farther away from all of you, as it then starts to swoop toward Blue Falls once again. You hear in the distance as it fires into the buildings nearby. Top of the round, but not for you. Top of the round for our friends who are fighting. Oh, that's the wrong button. Perfect. For our friends down in the streets. Top of the round for you looks like me. What was your PB? What was your initiative? I didn't write it down. Do you remember? Let's go up and see.
Yes. 9, I think, or 11, something like that.
All right. Either way, it goes
9.
right here. Okay.
It was 9 minus 12.
Thank you. Okay, so top of the round. This character that is incapacitated means they can't take any actions or reactions. That's their turn. Jet, it's your turn.
2 levels of exhaustion as well.
Okay.
And 2 levels of exhaustion. Thank you. Which means they have disadvantage on things, I think.
They are incapacitated.
Speed is half.
Yes.
Yep.
Could you describe for me the scene insofar as
Yes.
where this person is?
Yes.
Who is around them?
Yes, thank you. So there are these 6 like thugs, or these 6 henchmen. They seem to be your typical like banditry. They are the ones that are doing a lot of the fighting near and around this noble. This noble looks resplendent, has a like a metal circlet with a feather coming out of it, and they also have like this polished new armor. Looks like it's never been worn before, half plate. As they are they were trouncing around through here and ordering their men to fight and defend him as they are sort of peacocking through this this crowd. There is a scrum of both Wyvern soldiers as well as the Blue Fall civilians, who are I guess also soldiers, who are defending pretty well against this fight just happening around you. There's a large high fantasy low magic riot happening in and around you. Fire is erupting sort of on the buildings nearby. A fading fog of blue smoke is starting to then wisp through the area, which is making it a little bit hard to see, but not obscuring for any mechanical reason. There's a large crowd between you and your target. but you just saw Varsha jump into the air and lance with this constellation spear, and then you sent Violet to go up and inject her with a grow potion, and now she's been grotioned, and she is large. Varsha sort of floating above a small crowd. From where you are, I'm going to need like a perception check or something to see them. You are about, I think I said you were about 50 feet away, but there's a large crowd in between you, between you and the target. There are 6 other henchmen or entourage with this person.
I cannot see them. I got a natural one.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to see them from here. But Varsha is in front of you, and she is attacking. She's like, we're going for it, and she jumped up and lanced, and you made her grow.
Okay.
So you see her determined to attack something.
All right. Well, I cannot see the target from where I am, so I'll try and move close. If I can find elevation, I will.
You start to swim through the area, swim through the crowd of just this fighting, this large mosh of anger happening around you as you try to get some sort of altitude.
Yeah, obviously with opportunity attacks and all that, I'm not going to try and move past people who are fighting.
Right.
But I want to find elevation.
Yeah. I will. I'm not going to mechanically give you opportunity or give them opportunity attacks if you want to swim through this crowd. It's mainly difficult terrain in this moment, as everyone is hyped up on adrenaline, and you were able to probably squeeze through. But go ahead and give me, I guess, a survival. If you want to find something that is high enough here, and that'll be, I guess, your turn as you look for that.
18.
With an 18, yeah, you were able to find some boxes nearby and a post, and you were able to climb up these boxes and be able to like balance one foot on the post and another one on these boxes as you were able to reach up, and you could see where she is attacking now. Up ahead, there is a ring of these 6 looking badass bandits who seem to be attacking nearby civilians, but also now looking around, and it looks like they're sort of pointing up toward Varsha's direction, where Varsha is this large floating paladin of the void.
Okay. That is my turn, I suppose.
Okay. All right. Varsha, it is your turn. Larsha.
Varsha. Holy shit.
Big
This
Asha.
is what she says.
Yes.
Holy shit.
This is insane. Oh my god.
What, you
Okay.
you being large? Or just your character sheet?
I totally forgot about being large.
Okay.
But I think, okay, so I've got the one incapacitated dude.
Yeah.
And there are 6 around him, or 6 total, including him.
6 around him.
6 around him. And how close are they to him? Pretty close? They're defending him?
They're defending him. Yeah, they are. There are several that have now sort of. There are 2 that have collapsed onto him to try to like get him to stand, as the other 4 are looking around, and you would notice they would see you, considering you're huge.
Are they all, would you say, within 30 feet of him?
They are all within 30 feet of him.
Perfect. I am going to cast for the first time Sickening Radiance. Holy shit. Uh-huh. And I'm going to cast it right on Noble Fuck. Little
Noble
peacock.
Fuck. Peacock Man.
Mm-hmm. Peacock Man.
Okay.
Okay. So basically, a dim greenish light spreads within a 30-foot
Yeah, this
radius
thing is
sphere
disgusting.
centered on a point you choose within range. But I don't want it to be greenish. It's going to be like that kind of void magic, where it's just kind of this black hole that erupts from this point. The light spreads around corners, and it lasts until the spell ends. When a creature moves into the spell's area for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there, it must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 40/10 radiant damage, which we will be switching into void damage.
Okay.
And it suffers 1 level of exhaustion and emits a dim greenish light in a 5-foot radius. This light makes it impossible for the creature to benefit from being invisible. The light and any levels of exhaustion caused by the spell go away when the spell ends. Fucking what the fuck?
Okay.
Okay, so I do that, and that's it.
What do I have to do? I have to roll stuff?
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet
your
on their turn.
You have to roll Constitution saving throws for everyone.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to roll Arcana for making Basha large.
Do it.
Do it now.
All right, perfect.
Then
Okay. Nothing out of the ordinary happens. All right.
she pops.
Imagine. You grow to be the size of Godzilla. just wrecking blue falls. I will save you all. Yeah.
Just like, oh no.
I'm here to help.
Just this large Goliath in the
yeah,
sky.
just not helping. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so
Grabbing griffins like
yeah,
King
like
Kong
toys.
twats.
Yeah, like-
Exactly. Make him kiss.
It's like biting. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I
you
would-
just crunch together. All right, so so it's their turn. So now I need to roll
Constitution saving
saving
throws
throws.
for everybody.
Whatever.
DC is 18.
Fail. Make. Fail. Critical failure. Fail. That was all 6?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So to make
I'm not
this
done.
easier.
Hold on.
Okay.
There's 9 others I need to roll for because
Holy shit.
there are other people in this 30-foot radius. Fail. 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 Fail.
Yeah.
Fail.
They're not in the turn order.
Fail.
How dare you?
Fail. Well, I should put them in now. And to fail. So all 9 have failed. Okay, so now how much damage is all these
I'm
people
gonna
taking?
kill all these people. Are you kidding me? Jesus.
I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I most certainly am. 40-10.
With
I
big
didn't know there
Varsha
were
comes big
people in there.
responsibility.
Sorry.
There was a large crowd
23.
between you, and there was 50 feet. Okay, so 23 damage, and this is all void.
Yep.
So more,
They'll have to roll twice.
more rolls for me. Okay, one of them is going to take double damage because I rolled a critical failure for him.
I think this wasn't a attack roll, so I'll roll my Arcana as well.
I rolled a failure.
No, I know, but I should roll Arcana for the spell.
I
to
rolled a
cast it,
failure
right?
for your DC, and I rolled a critical fail, so it counts towards me as the Spellwind. So this person
Definitely.
critically failed your magic, but everybody
Totally
else.
get it.
Yeah.
But I didn't roll Arcana for doing the spell at all.
Initially.
Do I need to? Initially.
That is a good call because it could be disgustingly worse. Or yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
Okay. 12. We're good.
Okay, yeah, all right. All right, that makes sense. So give me. So one of them takes double damage, which is one of these, and you said it was 23 damage they take, void damage. All these
Yes.
people take.
Yep.
So one of them just immediately. I think there's so you said this radiance of void is sort of like an aura or sickening radiance in the area. It goes around corners as if it was light that can go through corners and walls.
Yes.
And things. But you're saying you're giving it void damage. In my mind's eye, I'm picturing a distortion lens, maybe even an accretion disk around this 30-foot radiance, and even some light and things, almost like some sort of black hole, as a singularity which is probably on that person was set. Those who have failed this and who are dying from this one person at least, sucks into the void.
Oh, shit.
As is just pulled into the aura itself. And then everyone else takes 23 damage, which is not enough to kill them all, but enough to really hurt them.
Okay.
And now as for the people, I think I have said that these people aren't necessarily civilians. They do have their own sort of. I'm just going to quickly roll something up and we'll see how well it happens. Okay. They take also that tons of damage. And now I'm going to roll just a batch roll of exhaustion for the civilians. I shouldn't say the civilians, but the people who the crowd. It could also be Wyvern people, and it could also be Blue Falls. But the crowd takes an exhaustion and only one level of exhaustion. And now I'm going to roll the exhaustion for the henchmen. And it's 2 each. This one has, this one's dead. Okay, so this one is 1 level exhaustion. This one is fine.
Nice.
I have literally no idea where that went. Oh, there it is. Okay. This one has 1 level. This one has 1. And this one is fine. Okay. And I didn't roll for this guy. Oh my god, this guy's got 2 levels of exhaustion and 23 damage. Wow. All right. That was disgusting. Awesome. Really well done.
Are any
Anything
of the
else on your
civilians? Yeah. Are any of the civilians hurt, damaged, dying?
They are damaged, hurt, and some look exhausted. And as they start to you start to see the entropy start taking form on their faces. They're trying to fight through this, the pull of this singularity that you have centered on this person. But no one of this crowd, the specific or the this unspecified crowd, has perished from it, but they are sort of struggling with it.
Okay.
You also see all of the henchmen or all of those security or those enforcers seem to also be they're sort of fighting and gasping for air as this dissonant energy of void emanates the area.
If no civilians are dying, then I won't use spare the dying, but is there any, should I heal the civilians? Can I even do that? I don't think I can right now.
And,
all right.
There are 9 of them, I said. 3 of them are Wyvern.
Okay.
Wyvern, not women. Wyvern. Wyvern forces, yeah. And
right.
6 of them are Blue Falls. And they sort of seem to be fighting, but they all seem to be in that trying to gasp for life.
Okay.
Anything else on your turn?
That's it.
And that was my turn, because I had to do it on my turn, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. And I still can act on my turn?
Not if you're... I don't know what happens with exhaustion, actually. Let me take a look.
Yeah.
What level of exhaustion?
There are 1. So they
Just
have...
1.
So it's just, just ability checks.
Just ability
except
checks.
for Peacock, who now has 3 levels of exhaustion.
3 levels is different. That is bad.
Yeah.
It's half speed and...
Yeah, he is 3. He is disadvantage on attack saving throws and half speed. Yeah, I've got this right in front of me.
Cool.
Cool.
All about exhaustion.
Yeah. And I will... What are these guys going to do? They see you. What do they have? They have crossbows. They're going to aim toward you. These 4 are going to aim towards you. And the other 2 are going to try to help. Okay. They can... You see that they have this hand crank and this large clip on the top of their crossbow, when they crank it, it has an automatic like little mechadendrite that comes out and pulls the string back and then loads a crossbow. So they can fire a burst fire of 3 of them toward you.
Okay.
That is
If any hit me, I'm gonna shield.
18,
Yeah, I'll shield.
10, and then a 23.
That one will hit.
Okay.
It was 18 plus the shield is 23 exactly. So make it break it.
So 19 plus the shield is 23. Okay. And then this one's going to hit you for. Could someone roll me a D8?
Yes, I can do it.
6.
Thank you.
Okay, that works.
That is going to be 8 damage, 8 piercing. Another is attacking you. I just need to roll above a 19, and I missed. Another one is attacking
You should
you.
be making Meyer roll if this is for damage.
Should.
Me roll. Why?
Maya, roll me a D8.
Roll 1d8. Okay.
Yes, please.
Six.
Another 8 damage, Varsha, and then another round of attacks. And just, there's been 2 or 3 that ping off of your shield. An arrow, a swarm of arrows or bolts fly in your direction. 2 of them hit you. 2 of them bounce off of your shield, and the rest just sort of miss by and pass by you, and they land into the ground behind you in a large distance. You do see this, Jet, as it is now this guy's
Sorry,
turn.
what was the total damage?
16 piercing.
Okay.
As the Peacock Man, that we are calling him, goes to stand up.
I think, Vasha, you feel like a tension around your body at this moment kind of release as you hear, as your temporary hit points now deplete.
I'm so sorry. The 23 does not hit me because I have the +1 AC.
Oh,
So
from the
with
push
the
on.
shield, I'm 24 now.
Okay,
Yeah.
so none of those hit you.
Perfect.
Whoa. All right. Before we go down this this rabbit hole of another round, I think we should check in with the others who are on the Griffin. But we're going to do that after this break. We'll be back in a bit, everyone. We're going to see how Ty and Smith fight the Griffins outside or above Blue Falls, as well as how Jet and Varsha are going to be able to take out what looks like to be this noble who has hired this assassin to try to take out the twin shields. But we'll be right back with the continuation and maybe the second part of the Siege of Blue Falls. We'll be back here in a bit, everyone.
Are you familiar with the Theramon boy?
He mused aloud.
Deep within the crowds of Blue Falls, we continue the fight against a noble of Wyvern, as both Jet and Varsha begin to attack. It's the top of the round, and I know I totally told you all that we were going to come back to Griffin fight, but we're not. Haha! We're doing this fight instead, or we're going to see what happens and pick up here. So, where were we? This is the wrong fight. So we'll go back to this. I lied. I want to be here too. Perfect. And I'm here. All right. So, the top of the round, we have... Jesus, it's probably loud. We have this guy. So, the noble spends his turn standing up, or all of his movement standing up, because he can only move half. And it takes half to move
Because he's incapacitated, right?
for that round.
Oh no, for the start of my turn.
Yeah, for that one round. So now he's sort of Dusting himself off, two of the other of his hired the cell swords help stand him up. As he sort of looks toward your direction and goes, "Get them!" And I don't think he can do anything else on his turn. Let me double check here. As I don't know where my mouse is.
Holy shit. I did not know you could use exhaustion to kill things.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, 6 levels of death. So I think he's going to try to hide in the crowd. I'm going to give him disadvantage though. And if you want to give me a perception, Varsha and Jet. I know it's not your turn, but this is to see if you could see his silly ass. 23?
23, yes.
8.
8. You both see him. He does not very well. I rolled a disadvantage. So you both see him as he tries to slink away into a crowd nearby. The reflective surface of his freshly polished and probably untouched armor is still sort of glinting, and you could totally track where that is in the crowd as some of the cell swords are standing up and trying to block and hide and body block his exit. That's his turn. Jet, it is your turn.
Okay. Well, I have used my magic missiles already. I'm on the rooftop, yes?
It's true. You are on a box with your foot over like a top of a post, but you can just see over the crowd here. Not as high as Varsha. Maybe Varsha's about 10 or 15 feet. You're probably about at around 10 feet.
Okay. With the crowd around, I can't do anything. So I'm going to use my bow and arrow instead. Well, my crossbow even.
Okay.
And just see what happens. With a 17 to hit.
17 hits.
7 points of piercing damage.
Towards you are shooting the noble?
Yes, whoever Vasha's target was.
Okay. You raise your crossbow and you fire, sticks into the back of their leg. As you sort of hear them wince into the crowd. And they also curse under their breath. And Varsha, your turn. Unless you have anything else on your turn, Jet.
No.
Okay. Varsha.
Okay.
Large Varsha.
Sorry, 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If I fly over there towards him and I'm above him, can I use my sword? Still at advantage since I'm above him? Or do I have to land?
You can. I'll give you advantage, yeah, but you will still be in the 5 foot. So if you fly away, he gets attack of opportunity. You're still in that 5 foot radius of him.
Yeah.
Right? But you could get advantage, yeah. I'll let you have it.
And then how many people would I be within 5 feet of? Like, enemies? Because I know
4
2 were...
within. Oh yeah, no, four of his henchmen because they're blocking him. Yeah.
Right.
So
Okay.
4 of them are also in that area as well. So if you were to push away, you would get attacks of opportunity. But if you engage, you're all right.
Okay. How many good guys are within 5 feet? Oh no, it's of my choice. Okay, cool. I'm gonna Chaos Bolt then.
Quick question though. Hold on.
Sure.
Is the aura stays up for how long?
Until I break it.
Or not the aura, the splash damage. This large sickening radiance. That's until you stop.
Hold
it.
on 1 second. The light spreads around corners and lasts until the spell ends. But the damage is already done, right?
What is the Can
Oh
you
my god, no, it's every turn.
Every turn, yeah. That's why. Is it every one of your turns or their turn? That's what my.
Their turns.
On their
every
turns.
one
So
of their
I didn't-
turns that they start.
So I
in
need
the
to roll
thing.
another save for
the-
him.
Yeah. Or any. So, but just to be clear, the good guys are moving out of the spell range
Yes.
this turn. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So I'm
The
not
people
gonna. I'll
the
leave it up then.
civilians that you've hit on accident are
There were
moving
no
out of the way.
civilians, right?
Yeah.
It was only the.
No,
Uh,
no civilians, but the
Okay. Sorry, I'm
Blue
just-
Falls and Wyvern people who were
Okay.
not the henchmen or have moved out of the way when they're doing this, and then so is also the henchmen and this noble are trying to get their way, or trying to find their way out as well, but they are
Okay.
still going to start their turn in
Okay.
it because you centered
Okay.
it on him. So I need to make what save for this sickening radiance?
Constitution, but it's not on my turn. It's on their
It's
turn.
on theirs. Yeah, I needed to do it.
Yeah.
I needed to do it on the noble's turn before.
Oh, okay.
Before Jet. So I'm just
yeah,
going quickly
okay.
back to do that.
Sure. Uh huh.
What did I have to roll?
Constitution saving throw. 18.
I failed. So I take a butt ton of damage again, or that 23
Yep.
again.
Yeah, it's another. I'm assuming it's another 4d10. Jesus Christ. And then it suffers another level of exhaustion as well. 21 damage.
Okay. So, and then it was 21, and then you just did how much, Jet?
I did. Let me double check. 7
Oh.
points of piercing damage.
Its hit point maximum is halved as well. Yeah.
Great. It's not going to matter anyway. Varsha, on their turn.
Uh huh.
Actually, that's not entirely true. So here, this is what happens. Jet, on your turn, I know I had to go back in time. Weird, huh? Black holes and stuff. Yeah, I have to go back in time to sort of rectify this. You did a crap ton of damage to the noble that I've named earlier and can't find the notes for now. But anyway, he dips off into the crowd. You did a bunch of damage to him. Jet, on your turn, you shot the crossbow and you killed him with that 7 points of damage. So what does that look like, Jet?
Well, he's on the ground, is he not? Trying to hide in the crowd. I guess
'cause he's trying to,
the
like, get up
bolts
again.
just finds purchase on the man.
Okay.
I don't know how to be descriptive with
Okay.
this in the crowd.
Sure. Yeah, your arrow or your bolt just sort of goes in. You don't really see it as it sort of gets obscured by the people, but those of us who are following the bolt know that it killed the man. And also, Varsha, you see from this angle that he fell over lifeless. And now, Varsha, it's your turn. The only
Okay.
people that are left in this fight are the henchmen surrounding. They
Okay.
also look rather weak as they are trying to make their way, sort of horrified and terrified. All of them have this sagging face of entropy as they're trying to make their way out of this circle of void.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to fly towards. Is there a particular one that I can see that doesn't have? I want to try to get towards one without attracting all 6 of them because there's 6 left, right? Or
Yeah.
Okay. Like, is there one on the edge that I can
Yeah.
sneak my way
Yeah, there
towards
is. Yeah, you can fly
Okay.
over toward them.
without attracting everybody else? Okay. Or being within op
Mhm.
attack of everybody else. Okay. I fly over him and I cast Lightning Lure and lift him up into the air and then drop him.
Okay. Cool. Go ahead and you have to roll for that, or do I roll for that? I don't remember what lightning is.
Strength saving throw. And if with 1 level of exhaustion, they're at disadvantage for this.
I failed anyway, but I will roll and
Okay.
see if it was a 1. No. I failed.
Okay.
Level 1 exhaustion is just an ability checks. It's not saving
Oh,
throws.
it's not saving throws. My bad.
That's
I
okay.
failed anyway, right?
Yeah, I failed.
Okay. Okay. I pull him up. I'm going to do 1d8 lightning damage to him, and then I drop him
You drop
10
him.
feet in the air, which I don't think it's going to do much. But-
Okay. It does an extra 3.
Okay.
For 10.
So 10 damage.
Falls lifeless, crumples at the feet of all these people. Anything else on your turn?
If I am not within op attack of anybody else, then I fly back up a little bit
Okay.
so that somebody can't come. Yeah. Grab me.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, now on their turn, they have to make Constitution saves. That's a failure. That is a failure. So that is 18. Is the roll here?
Yeah.
Wow. Varsha, what is this? What does this look like as the rest of these henchmen who are in this circle try to make their way out? 26 damage you deal, but they only had 2 hit points left as they tried to make their way out, and before they get sucked into the singularity that you placed where that noble was standing.
I think it's similar to the entropy of the last, where they start to walk and the smoke, the dark void magic, is kind of lapping up at them and maybe grabbing them and their feet so they can't walk very far. And then they kind of just slowly get closer to the ground and their skin is sagging and wrinkling, and then they just kind of dry up and become skeletal, and then their bones fall to the ground.
Okay. And then dust, and then time,
maybe to dust. Yeah.
Dust, and then the dust sinks into this singularity. The corpse of the noble is still there because it did not die from your attack. It died from Jet's, which is pretty fortunate. All right, but that's around you. There's still this crowd.
Dead noble on the ground is like.
Good thing I didn't get sucked into that. But there's still a large crowd around you. There's still fighting happening actually below you, Varsha, and around you, Jet, as you sort of both look at each other in this moment. What do you do?
I think I will revert Varsha's spell and make her smaller.
Oh, thank you.
It's because the voice was scary, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Can I carry him while I'm flying or no?
Shh. DM.
Great question. Yeah, it'd be a strength check, like as if you're carrying anything else. Like if you're carrying somebody else, I think.
One time or repeatedly?
If he's doing actions that revolve movement,
okay,
then you will probably have to. But like,
I mean, her speed would be halved if she is moving me in this way.
Right, because it'd be carrying. Yeah,
right.
That's true. Yep.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, never mind. That's it. You don't have to.
Do we want to go help with the griffins, or did they ask us to do something else too? Right.
Just, Yoda.
I don't know. I think we were told to deal with this, and then they will deal with that. But we can see where they are. At any rate, I want to make sure that I know where they are, just in case they stay up for longer than 10 minutes. I look to my wrist, and there's a sundial on my hand, and this doesn't actually work. It's just anyway. We need to make right. We need to right.
Sun's in the south.
At any rate, we need to make sure that we are close enough that if the flight wears out, that I'm able to catch them.
Okay. I can get us up there, though, and we can help, and then move on.
Okay. We should have about 7 minutes left or so. I grab her ankle and and I don't know if I'm going to be able to be grabbing on her ankle for 7 minutes. I think.
I will hold on to you. I think I will go ahead and carry you.
I clamber onto her back. Could I have not taken away her giantness in that case?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. All
right.
Yeah, if giant Varsha means it's probably easier for you to carry.
Advantage on strength?
She does, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And that way I can hide in your tabard as we go.
Yeah,
all right, perfect.
In the Varsha hood, in like a little.
Oh fuck!
Yes.
I ain't carrying you anywhere unless you flash genius me. Jesus Christ!
No, it's okay. You can. Okay. It'll just cost half your movement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it'll cost half your movement. It'll like moving with carrying anybody else in combat and such.
And Varsha flies up towards Griffin.
That is a dashing speed of 10 feet.
Yeah.
Woo! Let's go. Even if I'm large?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just looks a lot
We
slower
go
now
up 10
because
feet
you're
in the air.
larger.
Shoo.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like a balloon being just let go.
Slowly rising into the air.
All
like
right.
a
Perfect. Like a
helium
float.
balloon.
Exactly. Okay. So back in the skies. Over Blue Falls. It is top of the round. Ty, your turn. You were just clawed at by some talons and like tried to get grappled at. A beak also scratched your shoulder for some piercing damage. And there was also a cough of fire nearby that started to burn some holes in your clothes. But you are still floating. Next to you is Smith. What do you do?
Which one was the one that he shot the chromatic thing at? That
Blue.
one.
Yep.
And there's one that's within like melee range of me.
That is
right?
red. You are red, and so is red because you're engaged with red. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah. Extra attack means I need to use the same weapon, right?
I don't know.
I mean,
I think it's just any weapon, like melee weapon, right?
I think it's your primary hand, but I'm not sure.
Just like, does extra attack mean I can hit with one and then
You can attack
with the
twice
other?
rather than once whenever you take the attack action. As far as I've always understood it, you get 3 attacks if you have 1 extra attack. Like if you do main hand, off hand, and then another attack.
Yes, that's how it works in my brain as well. Where you
Right, no, I mean not.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't mean my offhand attack.
Yeah,
I
then your
mean
primary would have 2.
the
This would be-
ability that I get as a fighter extra attack. I'm googling it. Hold on.
All right. I've got
Let's see.
extra attack here. Beginning at 5th level, you can attack twice instead of once whenever you take the
Yeah.
attack action.
Nothing
So,
about extra attack
and you're-
says you're restricted to weapons you're holding. Yes, you can use different weapons.
Yeah, you just get an extra attack action.
Cool. Then I am going to attempt to hit this man with
Okay.
my first attack, the one that is close to me. Is this the same guy with arrows in him already from me? The one that flew towards me.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, him.
I think no,
No?
that's the one that went off this way in this direction. This is a fresh one.
Right, okay.
It's good
Sure.
thing I did that, Jesus.
Oh, fuck this guy either way. I'm going to hit him with the Askren, this guy.
Mm-hmm.
25 for 11.
Hits for 11.
Yeah. Then with my other hand, I'm pulling the bow out and I aim at the guy that's beyond, the one that the chromatic orb was aimed at.
The blue one.
But I'm using my clockwork amulet here to ensure that
Yeah.
it's a 10 that I hit with.
Okay.
So it's simply a 10 plus 9. So it's this, whatever number I roll is irrelevant. It's a 19.
To
For 7.
this one. Where are all of my tabs? That hits for 7. For
7, but I'm using a superiority die to make this a distracting strike. Which, for 1, will add an extra d8. So that's an extra 3, so it's 10 in total, piercing damage. And the next roll has advantage
Yep. So it's like guiding bolt, but
against
melee.
this one. Yeah.
Cool. All right.
And actually, I think I still have another attack, so I'll just hit the other dude next to me with the other Askren stick. So that's another 7 towards the first guy. I just mainly wanted to give Smith advantage on his fucking chromatic orb next time.
So you attack Rider 2. So you attack red, and then you attack blue, and then you attack red again.
Yeah, probably not. It's probably not actually how it looks. I probably hit the guy first, and then as I'm flying around in the air, I kind of maneuver around him, and then I look over at Smith, check he's still, about to do the move that he previously did, and I fire an arrow towards the back of the second guy, so that he gets hit by this arrow and looks away to give Smith the advantage.
Do you have a bonus action available?
Nope, that was my second Askren stick. So I
you wouldn't be able to swap out your bow.
Well, that's what I was asking. That's what I'm.
Okay. Yeah, but being able to draw and like equipping a new weapon would be some sort of action.
Apparently, it's a free action.
Oh.
To draw or sheathe the weapon once per turn is a free action.
Fun. All right. Never mind.
That's what I was asking about.
Okay.
And googling.
That's fine. It's just
my extra attack. Can I switch
5th edition information to me? Cool. All right. Yeah, you can do that.
It seems kind of insane, but
it is. But that's fine.
I agree. But I mean, it seems to be okay. Someone will tell us in 6 months.
Yeah.
On my go. So extra attack isn't my dual, my 2-weapon fighting. That's just the fighter ability that I get.
Sorry, but I can't just sit here and watch this show if you're going to just be making rules up.
So from what I understand, I get, he's so annoying, but I get 1 attack action.
Yes.
And with that attack action, I can take the attack action twice, and that's 1 turn.
Mm-hmm.
That's my action. And then my bonus action is my offhand attack that I use, which is what I use my bonus action for, which is the other Askren stick. It has to be a different stick, which is why it isn't the imbued one. So for my main action, I hit with the Askren stick. Apparently I can switch weapons to different things. Websites said I can.
Okay.
To the Aftoki longbow, took a shot with that, and my bonus action was with the Askren stick. I think mechanically that's what I did, but in character he hits twice and then obviously has to get both of his arms. And I'm like flying around in the air as well. This is the other thing. Like Ty's doing some weird wobbly. I don't think this is Ty's usual dance either. He's like upside down and shit, like he's in space. You know, when people get lost for the first time in space and they like floating around.
Yeah.
He's doing that.
Everybody remembers that. Their first day in space.
But it's yeah. And then the thing that gets so confusing is I have action surge, so I could potentially do another action, which is 2 more attacks because it's an extra attack on that as well. And then
literally
sometimes I get hasted.
Literally said moments ago in the last combat, when Varsha was chatting about her actions.
I know, yeah.
He was like, "I'm so glad I'm playing a fighter/rogue," and now he's like,
it's weirdly gone confusing because I took the dual 2-weapon fighting thing at the beginning. And also I was a fighter rogue at the beginning, and now I'm just a pure fighter, so it's even more like
and now you've got to.
But I have it written down this time. I'll never fuck it up again.
Okay.
I have literally every week on the screen how many attacks can I do, and then I was like, can I?
What am I available? What am I
do this other
doing?
Thing where can I switch between weapons?
Man, this shit Spellwind's great. Every
that,
time we hit combat, no one knows what they're doing. It's great.
Yeah,
that's what the things are.
But apparently that's what I do.
All right, awesome.
My turn.
Okay, that's it. Are you doing a surge? You can do a surge, you're just not.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that's one of the reasons.
Okay. I was preparing mentally for another confusion. All right, great. So you're done with your turn.
Yes.
All right, I believe you.
And blue has I have advantage on blue if I attack.
Yeah, next attack against it is advantage.
Thank you.
Okay.
I love it. Okay, next in the round is balls. Okay, next in the round is blue. And they are going to try to grab. Yeah, they're gonna try to grab you, Smith. So I'm gonna move them over here. I'm gonna need a dexterity saving throw from you as they try to sort of grapple you. Or please don't fuck up my sticks.
13.
13. Let's see. They are griffins. Okay. Unfortunately, that is not enough. Do you have any flashes of genius?
I do. But
Okay,
I'm
great.
not going to use it.
All right, perfect. All right, so I will.
Because I already rolled and you announced that it was.
Yep,
fail.
that's fair. Yep. Thank you. All right, so this one is going to grab you. And then what? They will.
Come get some.
They're going to beak you as well, as you've sort of been grappled by this blue one. So I'm going to make you. Oh, fuck. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this. And now you're engaged with blue. And they're going to try to beak you here for 25. Does that hit?
Let's see here. It normally would. But I think what I'm going to do here is... yeah, it does hit me.
Okay.
However, when it does, I hold up my repulsion shield. Now, I'm wondering if you will allow me to do this, to
Likely.
take the hit and aim the repulsion shield at the rider.
Okay.
Because after I am hit by a melee attack, I can expend one of the shield's charges and push the attacker 15 feet away.
I really want to
They have to make some kind of roll or something.
Yeah, I really want to get technical. Be like, well, you're not on the ground, so there's no anchors, so you'd both. But I think that sort of.
Well, it is an artifact, so I imagine that there is some kind of concussive force that blasts out.
Yeah, and I also think that would be really shitty if I got too scientific in a heroic game. So I think, yeah, that'll work. As you go ahead and use the repulsion shield, it does hit you, but as a reaction, using repulsion shield.
But just so the YouTubers know, he knew what he was doing, and that it should have pushed them both back.
Exactly. Thank you. Right. Exactly. Just before they go, hold on a second. Yeah, you do take the hit. I'm just getting this correct. You do take the hit, but you're as a reaction, you're using your shield.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you'd want to do it to the rider.
Yeah.
The rider.
So I don't know if you want him to make a roll or
but
something.
I will have him make a roll.
Yeah.
Here's the choice. A little bit of science-y meta bullshit. You could launch yourself back 15 because you're floating too. You could try to push him off, but also in the narrative I mentioned earlier that they are like strapped in. They have stirrups that have locked into the saddle here. So meta-wise, blasting him off may not launch him off of the saddle, but if you wanted to blast yourself away from him, you could do that.
I think just for the cool factor alone, we got to try and blast him out of there, even if it's really hard.
Yeah, all right, let's try it. So yeah, you take only 5 points of piercing as the beak hits you, and then I don't know what I would roll here for this. What is your spell save?
My spell save is a 16.
I rolled a 16.
All right.
So it does. No, this is the wrong stats. Yeah, you're right. So total it's an 18 as he is able to hold. There's a huge whiplash that happens, but the stirrups are still locked in as they are sort of held in here. Okay. Anything else on your turn? This isn't your turn. This was their turn. That was a reaction. Okay. And there you are being attacked and such. This one is 4. 4 is this one, which is going to now dive down and try to...
That is a poor life choice.
Dive down and attack you, Ty. I need you to make... Actually, no. I will make me a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage as it goes to grab you. Disadvantage because it would have advantage on the attack because it's diving. So you have disadvantage, if that makes sense.
Okay. An 11.
You needed 11. Okay, you needed a 12. Sorry, no. What did Smith have? Smith had.
You
needed
13.
Oh, I'm looking at the rider. Sorry. Yeah, you needed a 14. Okay, so Griffin grabs you as well. So you are now engaged with Orange as it will attack
Also
you with
makes
its
a
beak.
terrible mistake.
What was that?
Oh. It's a terrible mistake.
That it just made?
Yeah.
Yeah, likely. I don't think it hits though. What's your AC?
16.
14. Yeah, so it misses as it tries to, like, it just sort of nuzzles the top of your hat as your hat falls through the air, but does not attack you for any damage. 4 just went. Smith, it's now your turn.
All right, since I'm in melee with this guy, my ranged attack would get disadvantage. And Ty gave me advantage, so that would make it just a normal attack.
Copy.
So I think what I'd like to do instead is I am going to... Is the rider within melee range?
No. I would, if you had a reach weapon, yeah, I would say so, but you have to go through the...
So
Griffin
then
to
the
get to it.
rider, I could attack with a ranged attack.
Yes.
Then I'm attacking the rider with the... But the griffin is the one that got the disadvantage, or the advantage. I'm sorry. Just want to double check here.
The rider did, because that was the distracting was shot onto the rider.
Okay. So yeah, we're going to chromatic orb the rider then.
You're going to try to hook shot over the griffin. That is grappling you. Yeah. As like
I
you're
move my
sort of
hands
fighting off a griffin that's holding you, and you're still trying
palm to palm. I'm just letting it grab me. I've got
Yeah.
a flight potion, so I'm not
Right, that's
worried about
true.
falling.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. Cool.
It's, you know, and I slap my palms together and I move my hands in opposite motions and bring them back together, and I pull apart this crackling ball of lightning in between my hands, and I will just basically hook shot it towards the rider.
Okay.
This will be with advantage, and we'll do this at level 2 again, I think. Uh, 26 to hit
That hits.
for 17 lightning damage.
Nice. Rub your palms together, and they shoot out this this baseball-sized chromatic orb of all colors combined. There is also this flickering of different colors as well that start to lap from the orb as you hook it around the griffin that is there, and that lightning damage goes into the rider. Anything else on your turn?
And sorry, let me do an Arcana check.
Oh, thank you. You don't have to if that was a
Oh,
critical.
right, yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to. So you're good. Okay. Anything else on your turn?
No.
Okay. Let's see if I can surgically get this griffin. Yes. This griffin's going to back away to about here. A series of whistles from the rider to disengage off of Ty as this other one begins to... Oh my god, what is going on? The other one begins to grapple Ty. I'll fix this here in a second. I am fixing it now, apparently. Okay, cool. As this one begins to... Oh my god. Disengage and... Yeah, the griffin is going to disengage, and then the rider will look back and fire Actually, you see the rider sling up and over their shoulder their shotgun, and then they're going to reach down on the side. There's like this rail-looking thing, and they pull that out, and it's this large lance, and they're going to hoist it and heft that towards their shoulder, and that will be its turn. And now it is number 1's turn. You hear off in the distance as a large cacophony of flame and a gout of flame starts to then erupt some of the roof nearby. And now it is Ty's turn, though it would be. But Ty, you hear or see in the distance Varsha and Jet as they approach. I need you, Varsha and Jet, to make me a initiative. Roll me initiative as you are now entering the battle.
Okay. 11.
We need to
Have
do our
tokens.
token or no?
Yeah, let me grab that. Let me grab some tokens for you. Large Varsha.
Large, oh wow.
Let's see if we can get large to be on the right size here. Okay, and then we have also Jet as well, who is on her back. Holding on. Okay, so you are both arriving. And let me...
There is no try, only fly.
That's right. Varsha, you now have a turn.
Okay.
Just want to put you
a
down
token?
here. You now have a token, and you also have a turn on the board. And you are
It
about
says
30 feet up.
Okay, I'll just edit it. I see it. Oh no, I can't edit it. I rolled an 8.
Okay. Oh, right, because I don't think I gave you the information on these tokens yet.
Okay.
There you go. Now you should be able to...
Yeah, I see it.
8. And Jet, what was yours?
11.
Okay, so top of the round, Ty. You are engaged with this blue one. I'm sorry, you're engaged with this orange one.
Orange one.
Mm-hmm. As you grapple.
Yeah, it's got me in like its claws, or am I just?
Yeah, this griffin has you in its claws.
Am I technically grappled?
Yes, you are. I have a thing here. Grapple speed has become 0 and can't benefit from a bonus on its speed. The condition ends if grappler is incapacitated. The condition also ends if the effects moves grappled. Yeah, so you are grappled right now. You won't be able to move.
But I can still hit it. Can I hit the guy that's on top of it instead of the actual thing or not?
Do you have a reach weapon or a ranged weapon?
I have a ranged weapon, but... No, I'll kill a griffin, that's fine.
Okay.
Let me...
It's okay, it's a sworn griffin.
That griffin had a family.
Oh, Brad would never. I would rather die. But
So
Ty
did,
will.
so did the noble.
I mean, the thing... I mean, technically I probably won't kill it, but the fall, as I probably knock this thing out
That may.
eventually, will hopefully kill both of them. War ain't it, asshole? Yeah, I guess
going
I'll
to put
just,
those eggs through college.
I'll beat the griffin then with these hits.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, and
Oh my
11,
god.
28, and
You're
14.
killing it.
Are they going to
kill it.
exit her?
It's the worst hits I've made. That one of those is almost a natural one.
Wow. Wee.
That was a 2 and a 3.
Okay, so that was... you're attacking...
I'm letting you off with that one, Whack.
Yeah, that one's pretty rough. You missed with the first one, but the next two, the 28 and the 14, do hit.
Yeah, 18. Bludgeoning.
This is to the orange one.
Yeah, I don't really want to use any of my other stuff, so... I think, yeah, I'm just in this thing, I'm just kind of flailing wildly at the underside of this thing as it's carrying me away, and that would be
It's
the end of my turn.
undercarriage. Okay, so this blue one's turn. It is holding on to you, Smith. Much like a cat does with its hind legs and finding some prey and does that kicking thing that they do, it's going to do that. It's holding you with its talons, but it has these lion legs that are going to try to scratch at you while it holds you. So it is a... first, it's going to fly with you. I might go over to here. Oh, golly. Oh, golly. I'll keep grabbing Varsha. I'm just going to move one stick for now. And then the Varsha. And then the other one, I'll move here in a bit. Anyway, so I rolled a... I'm pretty sure I missed here with this. I rolled a 12. That's not going to hit you, right? And then his beak
That
is
is a
also
miss.
going to peck you with a natural 20. So, that being said, your armor class is reduced by 1 until it gets
Excellent.
fixed. And you will take 16 piercing damage.
Awesome, I will riposte that.
This is
no,
blue.
wait.
This is attacking
Parry.
Smith.
This is on,
that.
this is on me.
This is on Smith.
Oh, that's on you.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
thank
yeah.
God, dude. I thought this was thing. You said this thing was scratching me. 'cause
Sorry,
it flew me
sorry.
away.
I meant
It was
Smith,
It was
if I-
flying him away. Sorry.
Yeah, it was flying. It was flying him away
Oh,
from
thank God
that,
for that.
and then. Oh, thank God for that. Sorry, Smith. Thank God for that.
Yeah, I didn't.
Thank God
want
it wasn't
to
me.
Use the precious.
I'm sorry, how much damage was this?
16 piercing.
Okay.
As it is, that was that's turn. This guy is going to then lean around and try to fire this shotgun down toward you, as almost in this point-blank range as he tries to try to do this dangerous shot. It's going to be at a disadvantage because he may hit the griffin. So that being said, he shoots. And I rolled a 2, so he decides not to take the shot because he can't get a good shot. But that'll be his turn. And that's that. This one, which is 4, is going to fly away with you, Ty, and do the same thing. It's also going to...
Hopefully not the exact same.
hopefully not the exact same thing, but it will...
We'll find out.
Fly and dive. Away with you in its clutches. And I will fix these sticks at some point, I promise. Okay, and oh my God, what the fuck is happening here? Oh God, there goes Varsha. Varsha is everywhere.
Sorry. Large shot. Thank you very
large,
much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. I do a pretty good Elvis with this, I think.
You
I like
do.
it, I like it.
Thank you very much. The griffin is going to attack. Once again, it's going to try to rake you with its hind legs. That's a 2. It's not going to get anywhere. And then it's going to...
Who's this on?
This is on Smith. I'm sorry, Ty.
Okay.
I think I said Varsha, but this is on Ty. And then this is is an 18 Ty as it goes to peck you. That hits you. That was not a natural 20, but it is still a Ty, roll me a D8.
Or an 8.
That's good. For 14 piercing damage. As it goes to peck you.
What are the other
feel
griffins doing right now?
You feel its padded paws just gently caress your back as the beak hits you. The one griffin is off still doing this bombing run with its shotgun. There is one that just dove or flew away from where you all, that scrum where you all were with Smith, and then you were sort of taken away from the fight as well. As you try to look back, I think that's when you get pecked.
There was a guy that took something off of the side of his.
Yes,
griffin.
that was this red
like a rail gun.
Yeah, it was
Is
a
he aiming
lance.
that at me? Can I tell?
He has hoisted it up, and it looks like he was getting ready to charge. As you sort of turned around to look, it looks like they are adjusting to try to find some sort of target. But it's sort of hard in this moment.
All right, fuck it.
It looks like they may be charging toward. It looks like they are adjusting towards you because they would have to dive to get to you, and they have advantage when they dive. So that would probably.
Oh,
be what
he
would
might be
happen.
coming for me.
Yeah, he may be coming for you.
Oh man, this is such a difficult choice to make because I just don't trust this next round.
Yeah, I will turn it so it's a little easier for you to see. But this one is the one with a lance getting ready. Is there a icon? I'm going to put a flag on it. Now you can't even see what the hell that is.
I'll make a roll if you want, but does the lance look like it's going to fucking one-shot me? Like, does it look bad? Like, what is this lance? I don't know. Is it just a lance? Like a...
It doesn't look like it doesn't look like it's like
It's
a
not a
gun
rail
blade
gun.
or
I
anything.
don't know why
it's
I
not a
thought
rail
this
gun. It's because I said he had a rail and he has a shotgun. There's a rail looking thing on the but it's not a rail gun. It looks like it's just a regular old knight's lance. Nothing, there's no weird magitech attached to it.
Yeah, no. Okay. I won't do anything. I'm just deciding whether to expend my reaction on some bullshit here, but I think I'll just take the damage. And you said it was 14, yeah?
I said that was 14. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's it then. I won't do anything. That's it. I'll just take the damage.
Okay. Smith, it is your turn.
All right. That's it. It's time to fucking cook this thing. Did I see this? I don't imagine I would. Never mind. I think what I'm gonna do here is I can do two different things. I think. I imagine I can try to break free of the talons. Right?
You could. Currently, you can't move. It can fly you around, but you can't necessarily move.
Yeah. Okay. I think based on the situation, what I think I would do is... I think you see me shake my head. I'm trying to do this without killing this damn thing, and I said, but I don't have a choice. I'm gonna probably take in a deep breath, but as I do, you can see some of the Spellwind start to get inhaled by me, and I'm gonna breathe out on my hands, and you can see little bits of flame ignite each of my fingertips. And there's a fire that begins to kindle around my hands, and I'm just gonna point straight up and burning hands.
Okay, and I've got to make a dex save for both of these things, yes?
I would imagine that's quite difficult considering I am being grappled by them.
I'll get into that.
Yes, it is a dex save.
Yeah, I will definitely...
15-foot cone. And I'm going to go ahead and we'll I'm going to cast this at level 2.
Okay. So the griffin had a 14 for its dex save. Your DC is 16. Okay.
16.
So that fails. The rider critically fails, which is Spellwind bullshit happens here.
Speaking of which.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
So you... Thank you. So you deal double damage for... Well, go ahead and give me the damage. You did...
I did.
8 for the griffin.
The rolls are scrolled up, by the way.
Oh, they are?
No, it was 13 because it was level 2.
Thank you. Oh, I'm on the other screen. Perfect. I love it when they're
13 fire damage.
okay. So you did 13 to the griffin. And the rider gets more.
26.
Got it.
If you're doubling it.
Double dice. The
Oh, you
rules
want
are
me
double.
to-
Yeah, rules are double dice.
Okay.
Otherwise, Ty would have been dead first episode. Second
Okay.
episode.
So another 46 then.
Attacking
So that's
blue.
27. That's more than double.
Yeah, hell yeah. This is. I've lost. So red is 2, blue is 3. And you've done 27 damage to the rider and 23 to the, or 13 to the griffin.
Yeah.
Griffin drops you.
Oof.
As you deal a ton of damage to the. I think also, like, as he was looking down to fire this gun at you and decides not to do it, I think that's because you blasted him with, like, he like looks down and goes, "Uh-oh," and then you already have your hands up for burning hands. And this cough of fire, I think, Varsha, you and Jet both see it.
Like, if anybody's ever played, like, Skyrim in VR, you can control where you're aiming both spells independently. Your hand.
God, that's amazing.
Doing that.
Yeah.
Up and around.
We just see way in the distance this really weird.
Just
puppeted-
two.
Yeah.
Like an hex of fire.
Yeah, it's very weird, puppeted, almost like Smith is in VR, and now in my mind, Smith has always been in VR his entire time. As this crisscross of flame burns up above. Dope. All right, and you are also let go too, so that's sweet. And that's anything else on your turn?
No, I think that's it.
Okay. So you are by yourself.
Well, actually, yeah, if I'm dropped, I'm going to move just a little bit. I can move. I still have Long Strider on, probably for another, we'll say 45 minutes. So then I will move. I don't know if it's going to get an attack of opportunity, but I will still do it. Yeah. I'm probably going to try and move like there.
Are you going down, or are you staying the same?
Yeah, relatively the same height, yeah.
So kind of you. I'm going to put you...
This nightmare of trying to adjust these.
Shh, I thought this was a good idea. Okay. If only you're on a...
I would have committed to the long boys as soon as
Yeah, as soon
you
as...
stretched that first one. I would have done that with all of them.
That's right. Just give it up. Okay, and that's good enough for now.
Patient man
It's a
than
good
I.
episode. Long boys.
The long boys. I would have stuck with the long boys. This is great. You said relatively, okay? So you're losing 5 feet, and I don't care. All right, so the... all right, so...
It's my Sunday GM style, but you're accidentally slipping into where I'm like, no, fuck you guys. I don't give a shit. You take an arrow in the back, Dwayne.
And you said it gets an attack of opportunity.
And it does.
so-
That's what was happening. Thank you. The griffin attacks with its claws as it tries to grapple you again. I need to actually land this attack. It is a... Griffin's attack is plus an amount. 14? No,
No.
yeah. As it goes to attack, the claws just sort of rake by and drag across the pack on your back, but you hear maybe the scratching of the metal, but not enough to do anything or grab hold of you as you escape their clutches. You are not engaged with blue anymore. You are your own.
It's like you want to be well done instead of medium rare.
You are now a free bird. Jet, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm watching what's going on ahead of me right now.
Yeah, so
I don't
way in
have
the
that
distance is probably about, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 35 feet ahead of you and about 50 feet above you. There is this scrum happening as you started to make your way out of the town square proper, and then 2 of these griffins flew away with, you would see, with something in their hands. You would assume that one was Ty. You also see a hat fall to the ground, but then you see that one was Ty, and then also another one goes off in this direction. But what catches your eye is this crisscross of fire. That then you look over there and you recognize that one in its clutches as Smith. There is another griffin between the two that looks like they're hoisted a large lance or something onto their shoulder as they are then starting to point it down toward the griffin that is holding Ty. There is about a 50-foot distance in height about a 40-foot distance in height from this blue one, or this one here, that is about to lance this. They're sort of pointing in that direction.
Okay.
But you sort of
If
see
they're
this
going
happening
for
in front of you as you approach.
Okay. If they're going for Ty, I think first I will kick my heels into my mount and go, we have to get closer. And then I'm going to pull my crossbow out. Yes. Fascia! And then I'm going to shoot with my light crossbow for 15 to hit.
15 to hit which? Red? I said it was blue, but red is the one that's got the lance.
Okay, whatever is
right.
on the... Yes.
Whatever one's got the lance. Okay. 15. This is so wonderful for me. You're hitting the rider or the griffin?
Whatever has the lowest AC, you can choose.
All right, great.
I'm attacking the targets. I'm not a sharpshooter.
You're not doing much here. You're hitting it for 15. 15 does hit.
Okay. 7 points of piercing damage.
As it hits the hind haunches of the griffin, as it sort of cries out in pain. The rider on top has sort of jostles a bit, and they roll a 1, they fall. Okay. Their stirrups keep them locked in. Anything else?
Okay. That is my turn. I don't have anything else apart from just to gently guide my mount towards the battle so that we're close enough if anything happens.
And Varsha, you are not on this. What was
I got removed from the turn order.
Hey,
I'm 8.
all right.
I was just about to say something.
Yeah, thank you. So you are going to be right after Jet. Thank you. Awesome.
Nope.
Okay, I'm sorry, what was that, Ty or Jet? I got...
Just gently asking her to get towards the battle because we need to be closer for anything to be useful.
Okay. And then that means it is now...
My turn.
Large's turn.
Large, yes. Okay. I can move 15 feet normally.
I
Half
think your
speed
fly
roll.
speed right now is 10 or something.
Isn't it just half speed?
It's half your flying speed.
Oh. What's my flying speed?
It's 5.
5 at the
it was
moment.
10, so it's 5.
Okay.
You could dash for 10.
I was gonna try that then, I guess.
Okay. All right. But yeah, right
I
now
will
you're
dash
pretty
for
much just
10.
you're holding a turret on your back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're gonna dash for 10. Are you gonna climb at all? I could let you also climb for 10 too, just because it's gonna be easier that way.
Yep. Let's do that.
I'm gonna add these sticks here. Okay, as you get a little bit closer. Okay. Top of the round as Large starts to make her way toward combat. In the clutches of one of the griffins is Ty, that just got beaked in the shoulder. Smith just coughed a burning hands onto a griffin to then release. And now approaching the battle above the plains of Blue Falls in the background is a burning town. I think that is where we are going to end tonight's episode, and we will pick back up next week here. Sorry, I was looking at the messages in case anything happened. All right, we'll be back. Give me one second. We're Hey, and we should have audio now.
Yay!
Hello.
Perfect.
Turn that off.
My brain gets so mushy after these episodes. I'm like, all right, great, whatever, here we go. But that was our part 2, probably going to be a part 3 maybe of this Siege of Blue Falls. Really excited about what was done today. I'm really excited we got into the Griffin combat because that was something I've been really excited to see. It's been a little bit of a bitch to hassle. It's been a little bit of a hassle to sort of keep track of it.
A hassle to bitch.
It's been a hassle to bitch, and let's just be real. So just thank you everybody for bearing with me as we did that, and all that goodness. But we're gonna go around, talk about ourselves, do a little bit of shout outs, and yeah, let's start with Brad. Let's start with Brad today.
Hello there, it's me, Brad. Yeah, this is. I really enjoy when I don't get to just stand there and beat something immediately to death. And I like exploring Tyre's weaknesses in combat because he really is only effective in certain scenarios. In others, he's really not too effective. If he blows all of his stuff in one go, it just burst the thing down.
Oh, Merlin!
He's going insane because we're 10 minutes over, and as soon as it hits the time,
we are 10 minutes over. Wow, he's so good at that.
He starts going crazy that he's like, we need to go outside right now. We need to go outside right now because I can tell the time. I don't know how he can tell the time.
It's crazy. Even with daylight savings too, that's nuts.
It's crazy. He knows it to the minute. It's absolutely insane. But yeah, like the thing with Ty is that like I can burst the thing down really quickly with all the action surge and superiority die and everything. But we don't know how much more stuff we've got to deal with, you know? So it's like, I don't know if I should be using all this stuff or not. And then, so that already limits him. And then I was like in the air shooting arrows. And I was like, oh, I don't really have the mobility that you usually have either. So these things just come in and grab him and that. And then it's like, okay, well, I guess I can just hit them a little bit. And I have a lot of stuff I can do on a reaction. Didn't know, you know, I'm like, do I use it or not? And it's like, it's interesting because I really don't trust that we're gonna like kill all this stuff and then find ourselves in front of like a fucking flaming
a big gargant, something like
something. They're gonna do something. They're like, we've done it.
Yeah.
We've managed to use the sails to summon a wind elemental. I'm like, oh fuck, man! And none of us have got anything left. And it was like that was what they were after all along.
That's what they would do in Final Fantasy. Right?
I've been waiting. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Damn it. Okay.
Yeah.
Or it's what Brad would do as well. Exhaust all your spell slots and then throw a boss at you and be like, I mean, should have saved your shit, bitch.
And
I have to play the responsible one.
Well, I haven't burned through all my stuff, but I'm trying. I've used quite a few over the course of the two battles, and we don't know if there's more or what, you know. So yeah, it's fun though. Like the thing is, I do enjoy it because I know how effective Ty is. I think a lot of people think he's like immortal, but he really isn't. It's just a lot of the time.
Yeah, you freaked out when I was telling Smith of the damage he got. You're like, what? Hold on, wait.
Yeah, no, it's he's delicate. He's really delicate. He is actually quite delicate. He doesn't have anywhere near as much
glass
HP
cannon.
as the others.
Mm-hmm.
His AC is only 16.
Melee glass cannon.
He really is like that. So, and he's built to be that way. Like I've built him to be able to never, like, the point is I don't want him to ever get attacked. I don't want him to be targeted, He's supposed to be running away and shit, but I couldn't really do it. So it's it's fun. Again, he was also a rogue, so
Right.
I'm playing a fighter like a rogue, and I've had to hack build. Like he's kind of got like foundational damage and structural damage on his build,
Already.
If Fairlight ever saw this sheet, he'd kill me.
He'd kill us all.
He'd kill me on the spot. I'd be like, oh yeah, this is the character I play. Fairlight.
What's happening?
You're like, how long have you been playing this? Over a year? But yeah, I love it. And that's it. You can watch my stream if you want. I've been playing LA Noire on my channel. I stream at any old time in the morning, so long as it's before PB goes live, because all I want to do is watch PB on her channel, because
I'm playing Metal Gear Solid, and I'm PB. You can find me at twitch.tv/pumpkinberry, and you can find me on Twitter at pumpkinberry, and thanks so much. And this was awesome, and I fucking love this combat. Enlarged show. Whack!
Look at this.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mike Steven. I played Smith for you today. Thank you so much for watching. As per always, we appreciate you. Thank you so much. And thank you so much to Myth for making this happen. Doing these kinds of combat is extremely taxing and difficult and tough to set up, and it's just a lot of work. So good job, buddy.
And how crazy was it when we split the party?
Yeah.
And we're like, now you got to run too.
Yeah, he pooped a little bit. Like,
Just a little.
Yeah, I was like, all right, well, I wasn't planning on
there was
this
just a little,
combat, but let's do it.
just a little.
A little poop.
I run a show called 100 Club here on Mondays, and in about 2 weeks we have a new show called Ashes of Eriador that I will be running. Lord of the Rings is coming to Table Story. I'm so excited. PB and Meyer on that.
It's only 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Yes! Did you see that some of the players got their books today? Did you see that?
I did not see that.
They sent way more than Lord of the Rings. They just sent a bunch of shit. Anyway.
That's awesome.
Yay!
That's amazing.
Yeah. 2 weeks to Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, it's going to be great. I'm super excited. I got a lot of work to do, so gotta bust my ass. Make sure you check that out, and hopefully we'll see you for that. Otherwise, thank you so much for being here. Make sure you check out Mythematics Patreon, which is patreon.com/Spellwind. Please go support him. He puts a lot of work into this show, and he deserves it. Thank you so much, buddy.
Thank you, Meyer. I almost said Gyre, which is DJYRE.
Hello, my name is DJ Aya, and I was Jet today.
Shabba
And,
DJ Aya.
DJ Aya in the house. You
DJ
can-
Aya in the house.
I played Jet today, the Alchemist. Today was fun. A lot of cool, interesting things happening. You can find me at twitch.tv/BradVoto. We have been playing NA Noir, but not for long because, of course, I have to wait to see PB play Metal Gear Solid. Right, so you can again find me at tablestory.com/twat. That is me.
Yeah.
Should I do twat too? And then it just goes to you.
Twat too.
The other twat.
All right. Thank you so much, Meyer.
This was not impressed.
I was not impressed. I was reading.
no.
Yes, we'll remember this.
I will remember this. No, I was reading messages. Okay, logistics. But
Okay.
thank you, everybody. This was a lot of fun. I really was excited to do. I still am. I am still excited to do this combat. But moving the sticks around sucks. But besides that, I am really enjoying doing this griffin thing. I did how can we do this? This whole entire battle. I wanted to have 3 different types of combat happen, and now we have this 4th, which the 4th one was what we just did, that Theater of the Mind one. So it was like these different mechanics. I do want to make D&D combat more interesting than what is just presented in the books. So being able to do things like this and having those choices is pretty meaningful. So I wanted to try to do that. I have been pretty inspired by Brad and Brad's style of GMing ever since I started playing with Oracle's Rest, our offline game, and how much he does mechanical and like traps and things like that can like sort of bend the game in sort of this video game style and gamify combat and puzzles in a way. So it's been super fun, and everyone's been doing really great with your picture poses.
Can you tell
as
that
for
I
me,
believe you with that compliment?
yeah, I do. That's how I expect all compliments from you, for you to take always. Anyway, I'm used to it. Anyway, I am Mythomatic. You can find me twitter.com/Mythomatic or on my Twitch channel as well. I stream a bunch of stuff. I've been doing a lot of forging streams lately. I may go live later with Red Dead. I'm not sure. But go follow me over there. Or don't. I'll be here every week. See you next time. Be well, everyone. Take care of yourselves. And tell great stories. Good night. Bye.
Bye.